In the upper left, here's Starbuck going for... Is this standard Farseer Headhunters? It looks like it. And in the bottom right, Mr. Chaemiko with the 2 farms. Just got off a long shift at the bar. Staying up late to play the finals, which is why we love him. What a legend.
Players' forces are under attack.
Has Chaemiko ever confirmed to be Cool Runnings? I don't think so. And militia, wow, they are. Those are some ambitious militia. But look how quickly he starts it. Makes total sense. I mean, he's taking a little bit extra damage on his peasants, but he's going to be done pretty quickly. Long before the Starbuck could get a last hit on the Rock Golem, potentially. Ring of Regen is a great item. But he took some extra damage on the peasants. Might cost him a little bit. But I think 2 or 3 peasant kills is acceptable. I don't know if it's just going to be 2 or 3, though. It might be all 5 with how they're positioned right now. Yeah, it's nice that Starbuck's able to get some peasant kills as well, because trading with the Ring of Regen is just not really worth it. So yeah, 3 peasants. And tier 2 tech, 2 headhunters soon for Starbuck. And it will be an expansion attempted by Chaemiko. Wolves go into the main. Starbuck being chased back. I think he's happy with the damage he's already done, though, honestly. 3 peasants and potential for more.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pressure on the Archmage. Ring of Regen, though, helping out a lot. This damage is not too consequential as it may be in a standard game with no extra items. Okay, it seems like just three peasants died. It felt like a lot more, but just 3. All in all, not too bad, but we're just getting to the start of this pressure from Starbuck. 5th headhunter on its way, or rather the 6th headhunter on its way. We'll see. Very common to see a tavern here on this map, but Starbuck is playing very passive, so I'm not sure. Not sure what he's deciding to do here. 6 headhunters seems to be the total amount, saving up gold now for something on tier 2. There's plenty of options for Starbuck to follow this up with. We'll see what he decides to do. For Chaemiko, we need to see more footmen, and we need to see defend if he can, ideally. So without defend, we can see how the footmen just melt. Oh, Troll Regen is going to get some value this game. Every headhunter damaged. Wouldn't be surprised to see instant Troll Regen at tier 2. 7th headhunter on its way. Maybe Starbuck now deciding to go for like a Firelord or a Naga. Because he killed some footmen. It looks like a tavern here. Yeah, there's the Firelord. You can see after he killed those footmen, he was like, okay, I've done enough damage, I can actually justify some sort of all-in. So Bestiary, Torn Totem, Troll Regen, and a 7th Headhunter for Starbuck. Chaemiko just desperately trying to hold on. We're going to have to see Militia called, which he already did do preemptively. Shop coming up for him as well. Hello, Saul. Hello, Saul. Militia called. No defend yet. But Headhunter getting low. Nice micro from Starbuck to not lose anything just yet. One more footman going to fall. Archmage nowhere near level 3. Second lava spawn. If these ones don't split, that'll be it for the mana on the Fire Lord for a long, long time. This one about to. Maybe it could be focused down. Doesn't pay enough attention to it, though. Chain Lightning going to clean up those footmen. Chaemiko kind of running out of steam a little bit. Not even started his tech yet. Now Torn Totem and Bestiary done for Starbuck back at home. First Raider on the way, first Walker on the way. Lava spawns continue to split in the peasant line. We're going to see another split in just a second. Oh, almost there. Militia called again. Is this gold peasants yet? No, not quite yet. Headhunters. We're all microed back home. Troll regen, by the way. One header finally dies. And Blacksmith's going to be focused on. Very difficult game for Chaemiko. He has started his tech. Maybe if he can get to tier 2 and get something like a Panda second, maybe he can hold on. Starbuck is only getting stronger right now. He's only lost one singular unit this game. He's about to have another lava spawn available. Archmage going to be forced into a TP, but if he has to TP, I don't know if he has much more of a chance in this game. Just force him away, saves those couple of militia. Oh, one militia chasing these headhunters across the world. Towering up now, Starbuck just continuing to lay on the pressure. Archmage still not able to get level 3. Starbuck about to be Farseer level 3. Kodo now out. Now he's going to try to get level 3. I think this will get him there. That's a lot of units. Protection scroll as well. Second tower coming up, shot behind. This is going to be the final punch for game number 1 for Starbuck. Chaemiko very confident to go for the expansion. Got to give it to him, but Starbuck with the Fire Lord follow-up. Very well executed. Lava Spawn splitting into the peasant line as well. Why not? Mountain King's almost out, and defend is done. The Spirit Walkers are doing a lot more damage than the Headhunters need to. Defend footmen in the peasant line just to keep them alive a little bit longer. The peasants, that is. There's about to be 3 towers. Is Chaemiko going to try to play this one base? Eventually he's going to lose this expansion. But then he's going to be up against a Fire Lord second, which doesn't scale ideally. You know, not as good as a Mountain King, that's for sure. Starbuck going for backpack. I'm not sure why. He's got a shop up behind him. Oh, he wants to go grab a heal scroll, I think, on that Headhunter, which is super sick. Don't often see backpack for the sole purpose of actually going to the shop. The Goblin Merchant, that is. Chaemiko, an impressive hold. I think he's got barely anything. He's going to just start creeping. Eventually this expansion is going to die. He knows that. You know it. I know it. Headhunter delivering the heal scroll. Beautiful delivery. Expansion will go down. No pillage money, but it's a-okay. He's only got 2 raiders anyway. And Starbuck, I think the best play is just to continue this push to the main. Honestly. Now he's getting pillage. Yeah, I think you try to end the game here. Well, Chaemiko's still weak. And he is going to do just that. He could also try to go tier 3. And like transition into Torrens to make up the imbalance of having a bad second hero, but just going to expand with the 3 towers. Continue the push. Chaemiko, respect to him for trying to hold on here. It's like 2 a.m., maybe even 3 a.m. in South Korea, and he's still fighting to the last unit. Which I respect. I respect him for. Very, very few units left, though. Just 2 rifles and 2 priests. Militia fighting against the summons. Mountain King taking a whole lot of damage from the Incinerate. Incinerate that's on level 2 as well. Does a lot of damage. Oh, Starbuck has the speed scroll away. I'm surprised he's given so much respect right now. Yeah, he just wanted to force the Mountain King out of position. Gets the block with the Walker. Almost kills it, but Priest heal too strong. Stormbolt now. 1 header going to go down. Maybe a Raider going to be focused down as well. Careful with that Mountain King, though. 1 more Ensnare. That Mountain King's going to die. There's the Ensnare, but he repositions it in time. Expansion coming up. I don't know if Chaemiko's aware, but he can maybe intuit that Starbuck would expand there. 44 versus 50. Do not underestimate even supply, but with better heroes for Chaemiko. Expansion. He could click on it. Does he want to commit units to kill the Expo, though? Because every Ensnare is going to be a kill. Mountain King's got to be careful. Mountain King's going to die if he gets Ensnared. Expansion does get canceled. Starbuck takes full advantage of the situation. Kodo gets a Devour. Headhunters get onto the Priest. Chain Lightning secures that kill. That's level 4 for the Farseer. Kodo. Looks like he'll live. Spirit Link doing a lot of heavy lifting in this fight. But because of it, 2 Raiders and the Kodo getting quite low. And Chaemiko can't finish his food, unfortunately. So, yeah, he does a lot of damage, but doesn't actually secure any kills. And that is reflected in the amount of experience for both these players. And I don't know if that was quite worth it for Chaemiko. Maybe he could have just waited and then done 1 big push towards the expansion. Maybe even got a workshop up for a mortar team to deal with the towers, but he tried. He did get the cancel, but the cost was heavy. Would love to see a Blizzard retrain. If you can creep Mountain King to level 3 and retrain Blizzard, that would be quite pog, as they say. Oh, nice blockading the way. Starbuck going to try to expand here. Looks like he's still thinking about it. Oh, and tier 3 and second Tauren Totem. There's the second idea that I had. If not expanding, go tier 3 for Taurens. Because, you know, your army is not going to be that strong on tier 2 with a Firelord second, but if you get Taurens, it doesn't really matter what heroes you have, right? You're always in pretty good shape with Taurens. He did retrain to Blizzard. Mountain King's almost level 3. Oh, Ice Cream Man's here, and so is Alex Berlin. Thank you for the 49 months. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. The Ice Cream Man. Every Sunday we hear the Ice Cream Man. Right around noon. He's coming down the street, everybody. We're not gonna listen to him today though, because this game's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna pause everything to listen to the Ice Cream Man. Okay, I kind of am. Either way, Torrens soon going to be on their way out. Blizzard to help break the towers. Chaemiko really giving it his all in this game. I respect it. Super respect it. Is Starbuck going to give this spot up? He's going to wait for a better army later on for the tier 3 for the Torrens. Damn, Chaemiko. Holding. Stabilizing. Maybe. Just maybe. And there's the tiny Great Hall. 60 supply, tiny Great Hall, and 2 Torrens on their way. Master training will probably follow. Starbuck. I would be a little bit afraid to fight if I was Starbuck, I'll be honest. Just put down a tiny Great Hall. Waiting for the Torrens to reinforce. But nice ensnare. And he's using the shop to scout during this. So he knows he's going to get the big Gargantuan. And gets a Healthstone out of it as well. Not the greatest item. But it's okay. Here comes Chaemiko. Stormbolt. Is that Stormbolt level 2? It is. Oh, actually, Bolt Bash. There's no clap here. Gonna get the Kodo kill. Oh, this is getting a little scary for Starbuck. It's kind of crazy. Very impressed by Chaemiko. Kills the Walker! And there's no master training. Wait a second, everybody. Hold the phone. Are you guys seeing the same game I'm seeing? Because this does not look impossible for Chaemiko right now. Blizzard is fantastic. Oh, gets a little bit afraid. Raider dies immediately to the Bolt. There's only one more Raider left. Blizzard again. Last Raider. Not bolted, but the Spirit Walker dies. Running with the 500 bits. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Militia come in. Is Starbuck losing? Raider gonna die here as well. 56 versus 54 supply. No lumber for Starbuck. He's built 2 Torrens, but he's got very little lumber. What is the play? Without Raiders, without Dispel right now. Headhunter's trying to get in on the casters. Starbuck's got the micro, but he might just not have the units right now to do it. And this is really the issue with Firelord, right? If the game goes long enough, you're stuck with a very suboptimal second hero. Versus a Mountain King, which, you know, I don't have to talk more about that. Still, though, 3 Torrens, level 5 Farseer. And the expansion's still up. Blizzard on the Headhunters. Everything is starting to get slowed. 4 Torrens in the front. And now the Raider reinforces. Very important Raider. Shop did not finish. Just barely. Maybe 1 Torren will fall. I'm surprised he's not using more bolts. Heal scroll used for Starbuck. Why is Chaemiko not bolting? Okay, now he's going to bolt that Raider to get the kill. Little bit mispositioned, and he capitalizes. Out of mana on all the Sorks. Look. That's because of the resistance skin on the Torrens. The slow just doesn't last that much. 1 Torren gonna fall. Slow start again. Heal scroll purchase for Starbuck. More breakers reinforce in. I think more Torrens are reinforcing in, but now Starbuck forced to go for another Walker. Double reveal from the crystal ball. Okay. Push him with vulnerability, trying to kill 1 more Torren. Loses 1 Sork. Level 5 on the Archmage. Is that level 3 Aura, I wonder? No, level 3 Blizzard is too tempting. Torren's starting to pulverize. Stormbolt. Might get another Torren kill. Saved by the heal scroll. Level 5 Firelord. Raider. No bolt to kill him. Need to be careful with the Mountain King. Incinerate level 3 goes pretty hard. Oh. Archmage now ensnared. 2 Torrens and a Raider about to fall. Chaemiko really wants these kills. Goes for the fire lord, but there's a greater heal. Doesn't get the greater heal off. Also didn't get a bash, but he somehow still kills the hero. Starbuck was not ready for that. If he had the health stone, maybe the HP regen would have actually saved him there. Raider goes down. That was the only Raider. And 2 Torns are about to fall. One of them dies. Are there master training on the walkers yet? No, there isn't, because Starbuck hasn't had the opportunity to get it. Torn falls, Chain Lightning. One more Stormbolt. Is he going to go for the walker or the Tauren? Oh, it's so close. The expansion's still up and mining, you guys. Chaemiko has to keep fighting. Walker will fall. Jesus. Careful. Gotta be careful with everything. Potion of Vulnerability was purchased for the Farseer. Caster's dying. Master Training now started. He's surrounded the Archmage almost. Wizard Landing. Mountain King has a bolt. But what can you bolt right now? Starbuck doing it? Just barely. He's just pumping out units. Level 5 Mountain King. What a game. Chain Lightning getting a lot of kills. Another Tauren might die. He's trying to kill the Farseer. Forces a Potion of Vulnerability early. But he knows he's got level 3 Bolt. It's going to have to be a TP from Starbuck or an Invis pot. Yeah, he buys a TP. The Mountain can get a bolt off on this Tauren. Does. Starbuck loses nearly everything. Oh my god. Where's the Fire Lord? 25 seconds. Gold mines are out! What you see is what you get. Chaemiko is out of resources. Ring of Regen is going crazy. He's going to get level 6 on the Archmage. Can the ultimate actually have some value? There's no way of stopping the ultimate if there's no Raider, which there is not a Raider right now. Mass Peons. Firelord is back. Healthstone, by the way, was sold, I think. Walker tries to revive the Tauren, but dies in the process. Chain Lightning killing everything. Archmage gets level 6. Does he go for Mass TP? I think he should. Stormbolt now on the Farseer. Was the greater heal already used? It was. Bash kills the Farseer. Mountain King. Will it live? He went Aura level 3? He could have mass teleported away. Mountain King dies. The expansion's still mining. Starbuck's going to win, I think. Starbuck does win. If he went mass TP and TP'd out there after killing the Farseer. He just needed a mass TP away. Holy. What a game. The clutch Tauren revive as well. Bottom right, here's Starbucks. Standard Farseer headers again. Upper right. Chaemiko going Pally Rifles. Pally Rifles, baby. Paladin. Wait, is this the old Pally Rifle build? This is the old Pally Rifle build.
A player's forces are under attack.
He did not get a Camp Crept before the Farseer got here. One wolf gets surrounded. There's a nice force on the resummon early. First headhunter's here. So weird to see a 0 XP Paladin. Well, not quite. He's got 20 XP, but...
A player's forces are under attack.
What a game, that first game. Jesus. Three riflemen are out. Fourth on the way. Still tier 1. Tower before teching. Starbuck is probably grinning right now. Nobody knows this strategy better than him. He knows when he sees a delayed tech, 4 riflemen and a tower, and no camps crept. He's in a good position in the early game. The tower's up. Fifth rifleman should mean Chaemiko can start to win the exchanges. Shop force in the back as well. Another thing Starbuck's going to be happy about. Militia called. No fifth rifleman yet. Where's that extra farm, Chaemiko? Need one more farm. Yo, Triflex1995, thank you for the 2 years. Very kind, very kind. Says love you back to Warcraft, guys. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for the support. Holy Light gonna be forced. Might be not enough, though, to save this next rifleman. Nice resummon from Starbuck. Getting a first right. He's kind of owning him, guys. He's kind of owning him, I'm gonna be honest. If you're gonna play this build versus Starbuck, you better have the build down perfectly. Because Starbuck knows exactly what he's doing here. Naga coming out. 7 headhunters. An early +2 attack as well. Or no, sorry, +1 is already done. My bad. I thought that was upgrading, not finished. Chaemiko forced into the back of his base. He might lose the altar before his second hero can come out. Yeah, the forgotten 4th farm as well means he didn't have the 5th rifleman, which is kind of a valuable timing. It's the one time in the game you can sort of force the orc back before the Naga comes out. But in the case of this game, there was just never a 5th rifleman. Chaemiko trying to hold on. Blood Mage back in 45 seconds. Can he hold the altar long enough? I think he can. I think he can. And tier 3 tech with the Torn Totems now. Obviously, this isn't the end goal for Starbuck. He doesn't think he's going to win right here. He's just trying to do enough to slow down to make space for the double Torn Totem we see coming up. Alright, Farseer's out of mana now. Blood Mage is going to be out. And 5th Rifleman almost out. No long rifles, however. Damn, if you look at this game, you would think, like, why the hell would I ever play Pally Rifle? But it doesn't always go like this. It's actually quite difficult to do what Starbuck is doing, but at a glance, you're like, why would you ever choose to be in the position that Chaemiko is in? But now he can finally break out of his base. Needs to get long rifles. Oh no, he already has long rifles. My bad, he got it. He did get it. And he got +1 at some point. So he just needs to keep building riflemen and creep now. Will we see Chaemiko go for a tier 3 tech? This we may see very experienced Pally Rifles players do. Doesn't quite have the lumber economy. Nicely done from Chaemiko there to not give up that last hit. And tier 3 about to be done. First walker's out. We're going to see the double Tauren soon enough. Chaemiko worked miracles last game. It's not as dire of a position this game, but it's getting there. I do wonder if Starbuck's being a little bit over-aggressive. He maybe should back up and creep himself, but he knows better than me. First walker is out. Needs to siphon away that little bit of mana from the Naga if he can. Holy Light going to be forced on the Blood Mage. He doesn't have mana on the Paladin. Loses the Blood Mage. One header does die, but I didn't think he was going to lose that hero. It's only level 1. First Torrent is out and on the way. Adept training now for the walkers coming out. Blood Mage. Gonna be back in a second. Tier 3 is on the way for Chaemiko. A playable game, it seems like, for the human. It's been tricky, no doubt, for him, but with that Blood Mage coming back, I think he's gonna hold on here long enough to get Tier 3. Militia called around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. No real way to kill the walker if morphed. It isn't morphed on time! A huge kill by Chaemiko. Now the block, he's gonna kill the Naga! Chaemiko, absolute Giga Chad today, dude. Huge play with the militia. Dude, if he just brought those in like here, that would not have happened. But because he brought them around like that, he was able to get them in front. God, what a Giga Chad, dude. This guy. How can you not love him? Starbuck still with tempo in this game. He can probably still go for a tiny if he wants.
Players' forces are under attack.
Farseer, this should be level 3. Paladin does get level 3. Farseer does as well. Health Stone and Pennant of Energy from the lab. Quite a nice item. Can be used quite efficiently with the Siphon. You transfer it between heroes. Oh, Flame Strike. The Zoning Flame Strike. Cool little animation, actually. When you look at it in its whole duration, when you're not just terrified of it, and you just actually look at it and enjoy it. Quite cool. Double Griffin Aviary is up. It's a little bit late because the lumber has been struggling for Chaemiko. But he is successfully at tier 3 now. Maybe a Mountain King 3rd or maybe a Fire Lord 3rd. Both options would be warranted. Does have to supply for a 3rd hero. We're gonna be Fire Lord? Level 3. Will it be Siphon or Flame Strike? Flame Strike level 2 it is. Tiny Great Hall already mining. Starbuck continuing the tempo that got him this far. Chaemiko with a push. Maybe Chaemiko could try to kill the peons and then burn the TP. That would be potentially a game-winning play. If he can kill all 5 peons, or 6 in this case, and TP out. Chaemiko should not fight, but killing the peons is fantastic. Because Starbuck doesn't have the extra peons right now. He needs to rebuild them. He loses 1 rifleman, but buys himself a lot of time to get the griffins out.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, again, forgetting farms. Has been the bane of Chaemiko this game. Starbuck, again, just always doing something super active on the map. Goes for the red camp immediately. No headhunter upgrade, no berserkers. Well, he's getting it now, but lumber's always the issue. Especially when you go for a tiny that early. You just don't have the peons. Like, how many peons does he have at home? 3 on lumber. Well, 4 on lumber. Okay, well, he rebuilt 2 at the main. But that's just not a lot. When you need Taurens, you need Master Spirit Walkers, you need Berserkers, 3 heroes, a Tiny Great Hall, Pulverize, Troll Regen, he's got Backpack. You know, it's a lot of lumber. So he just couldn't afford it until now. Okay, Shadowhunter is here. Hex, very valuable on small numbers of Griffins. Of course, he's going to want to use it more on the Blood Mage, but it's still good on Griffins if you can spare it. You can actually get most of the army hexed when it's just a couple of Griffins. Is he going to kill the peons again? Ooh, the Berserker actually scouts it. Nice find by Starbuck. Chaemiko with no town portal. 3rd Griffin coming out. Starbuck 69 supply. Nice. Flame Strike is going to hit. He hexes it. Really nice. That's really difficult to do for Starbuck. You have to hex while the sound happens. You hear the sound and you immediately hex. Very, very nice micro so far by Starbuck. Flame Strike next one I think will land. Does land. Huge. Forces a speed scroll but still hits the majority of the damage. Hex now on the Paladin to try to kill the Blood Mage. Heal scroll used. Purge now on the Rifleman that's out of position, but 4 Griffins up in the air. One more Flame Strike. Will land. Two Torrens low. No Master Training on the Walkers. Started now. 1 Torrent falls. There was a Hex on a Griffin. Does he have double orb? No, just single orb on the Shadowhunter. Normally you'll see the orb on the Farseer. Holy Light does save the Blood Mage. Blood Mage has a Potion of Invulnerability. Walker does die. Torn does die. Potion of Invulnerability. Paladin level 4. Siphoning away some mana on the Naga. Does keep the Blood Mage alive. Maybe Cloak of Shadows. Next Flame Strike's going to be massive. Oh, Starbuck crumbling a little bit here. He's got a lot of Berserkers left over. And the expansion's still mining. Maybe a similar position to the last game, really. If you can just hold on to the expansion. Maybe a nice time to see one Knight cheekily built for Chaemiko. Expansion is broken, though. Starbuck gives it up. Ooh. Chaemiko's fighting today. Didn't think we were going to see this close of a series. What the hell? Up is up. Now Chaemiko, importantly, has access to a town portal if he needs one. Reviving the Torrents. Only got 1 revive. I think there was 1 more Walker and 1 more Torn corpse, but do you really want to revive too many more Torns in this situation? Having 1 is nice, but you don't want to have like 3, for instance. Look at the Hex again. So well done from Starbuck. It's not easy to do that. Gonna have to staff out this Griffin. Does he have the staff? Doesn't staff it. Walker is gonna die. Okay, now he staffs that Griffin. Clarity purchased. Okay. Chaemiko, are you gonna keep building Griffins against this amount of Berserkers? I wonder. Because Starbuck is starting to get to the point where he's going to be happy with his army against Griffins.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might want to just see a second orb at one point. It's going to be hard to afford a second orb, though, already being above upkeep. But I do wonder if we should go into some Knights. Is that a common thing? I ask you, Pally Rifle players. Farseer level 4. I was going to say, if the Farseer is almost level 5, that could make a big difference. Shadowhunter level 2 is nice. Heal Wave can counteract some of that Flame Strike damage, if he ever gets a Flame Strike in. Plus +8 now. That's good creeping. Look at all the mana he's getting. Oh yeah, making sure to get full mana on that Blood Mage. That is fantastic. '56 versus 69.
A player's
Nice.
forces are under attack.
And Endurance Aura was found from the red camp, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that already. Oh, 1 Griffin webbed. Starbuck doesn't find it in time. In a position to catch out reinforcements. Chaemiko has no TP, though, so he's got to be very careful. Nice Hex. Oh, but this is a juicy Flame Strike position. Yeah, and he zones him out with it. Starbuck. If he eats the Flame Strikes, he'll lose the fight, but I don't know if he can fight into this choke point, you guys. I don't know if it can happen. This is too good of a positioning for Chaemiko. Juicy Flame Strike. Splits up the army. Red Camp engages. Not an ideal situation. Speed scroll away. Maybe the red camp can be crept now, though. By Chaemiko. Trying to get Blood Mage level 5, obviously, for Flame Strike level 3. Quite an insane upgrade. Flame Strike again. In the middle of it. You can't dodge that one. No, loses one headhunter. Red camp looking for the XP. It does go to the Shadowhunter, who also gets Khadgar's, an insane item for Starbuck. 2 auras now from the red. Trying to split against the Flame Strike. Stormhammer's only now finishing. Someone says in chat. You're totally right. But it is now done. Splash damage online. Oh, the Flame Strike is so good. Is there heal scrolls? There is one for Starbuck. He's going to have to use it, though. He's trying to get the Farseer in position. Shadowhunter died in the meantime. Oh, no. The next Flame Strike. Heal scroll used to counter it. Tauren does die. But Starbuck, against all odds, with insane items. I don't know if he's winning this fight. Oh, careful with your Blood Mage. Oh, the Stormhammers. There comes a point when Griffins are just so good, man. When Griffins are just so hard to deal with. He's got pure anti-air, but he just can't do it. And Chaemiko ties it up. And we go to game 3. Wow. Or, wow, imagine. I would not think of a world where Starbuck doesn't make it through here. Let's see. Bottom left going for the Mountain King is Chaemiko. Upper right, again with the Farseer Headhunters. Starbuck. Creeping, I only think because this map is so huge that you kind of have to. If you run across, you really don't get much done. You know, there is a world in which Orc, I'm not sure what it's like nowadays, because I think this creep camp has been made more difficult, where you could buy a boat early and quick expand as the Orc. I think that could be a play Starbuck could go for, but we'll see. Because the boat's already available. You can get the boat before your hero's out. So you could go for the Boat Island Expo, and it would be pretty much uncancelable for Chaemiko. One thing he can definitely do with the boat is avoid storm bolts. There's just so much value from the boat. Like, as long as Starbuck gets the boat and fights on water, Chaemiko's never going to get a bolt surround. There's a tech in the shop, and Spike barricades early because he knows he's giving space to what he probably assumes is an Archmage to creep to level 3. But we know it's a Mountain King.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thing for the MK. Footman scouting the creeping. Both players going to be level 3. And both players going to have the Storm Reaver Hermit for Purge. I really don't think Starbuck knows it's a Mountain King. He's going to be very surprised when he sees this MK. An Expo coming up. No tower. There's a tower in the main. There's level 3. Both get the Mantle of Intelligence. Or a Robe of the Magi. Wait. Robe of the Magi, yeah. It's like, which one's 6? Which one's 3? Mountain King hidden until this point, and what a perfect time to reveal himself. Does he get this around? Of course he does. His name's Chaemiko. And that's going to be a TP right away. And now you know what he succeeds in doing? Deny as well. Starbuck can never go across the map to harass this expansion now, because he's got no town portal. Will it be Wind Riders? Shadowhunter second. Looks like tier 3 tech probably.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck just chilling for now. He knows. He knows. The Mountain King is going to chase down so many units. He's got a ton of mana. Every Stormbolt's going to be a kill. And maybe even some bashes. Yeah, there's one. Farseer comes back in. Now he's a little bit more comfortable health-wise. Another Bolt. Chain Lightning gets the Mercenary kill. The Bloodgill already out of mana. That guy does heal for you. Chaemiko has started his tech. And yeah, it is tier 3 tech. Okay, this is the kind of new approach these days, I feel like, which is nice. You just go for a tiny Great Hall counter expo instead of trying to play any tier 2 stuff. I think it's very solid because tier 3 is, of course, super valuable. When you're playing Farseer Headhunters, you might think like, oh, why don't you tier 3 counter expo versus Night Elf, for instance? Because you don't get as much value out of tier 3 if you're Blade Shadow, Raider, Walker. But when you're playing Farseer Shadowhunter Headhunters, yeah, you get a ton of value out of tier 3. You get Berserkers, you get like Kodo upgrade, you can get an orb on your Farseer. It's super sick. You go to Torrens. So going for the tier 3 Tiny Great Hall I think is a great choice for Starbuck, and it's been a common choice. We saw Lynn do it as well in the Dolphin Cup recently. Now Chaemiko may be forced to play defensive, but look at the priests. Or the Murgle Bloodgills, I suppose, healing up the Mountain King. Good pressure from Starbuck. He's going to have to go back home to buy a tiny, or maybe he'll do it on a third hero, potentially. Like a Blade Master third. And yes, I did say Blade Master third. But yeah, that hero could buy the tiny. That'd be a fantastic way to do this. Just. Oh yeah, but he hasn't cleaned up the expansion. He hasn't crept it. So he does have to go back home now to counter Expo. As much as he would like to continue the pressure, he did not creep his own expansion. Unfortunate. This is also tempting to creep right now on your way back, but he's got to kind of beeline back. Yeah, a wise choice. It's a hard decision to make. There's so many more tempting decisions on the map to creep in the center, to continue the pressure. But he's just going to get the tiny and counter Expo as soon as he can. His experience has showed him that's the right play, and I agree with him. We'll see if Chaemiko, as someone asks in the chat, will it be tier 2 or tier 3? It could be Griffins. Yeah, it's going to be Griffins, it looks like. With a Paladin second. And this will, I'm so sure it will be Blade Master third for Starbuck. Oh, silly Stormbolt, but why not? Stopping the Hex aggressive play. And now Starbuck can creep the shop for a nice consumable. Wolf continues to track the Mountain King. Nicely played. And TC third. Oh, come on. What's the benefit of BM third? Lynn's been playing Blade Master third with this style recently. Just to have better anti-air. You get an orb on your Blade Master and go crit mirror image. And he's just better than a TC against Mass Griffins. But TC's not bad either. You get the aura. You can still get an orb on him to be able to attack the Griffins. It's just like Stomp and Shockwave don't get much out of it. But it still could be good. And Starbuck obviously isn't certain that it's Griffins just yet. But now he's going to be with that Wolf Scout. Still cancel it. Can go for a Blade. But he won't. We got our first boat, everybody. For Chaemiko. Starbuck is aware. He does this play all the time himself. Oh, I love this map.
A player's forces are under attack.
Trying to get one Berserker. Probably will eventually. Starbuck just going to keep on creeping, getting a Shredder. And we did see him get a Bestiary as well. I wonder. You could play Bats as Starbuck. In fact, you might have to play Bats. The Paladin's not going to be as high level as it was last game with like level 2 Devotion Aura, level 3 Devotion Aura, for instance. So you can get away with Bats. And obviously, also, you have already armor upgrades for the Griffins because you get them for the Riflemen earlier on, and they share an armor upgrade. So, yeah, Bats against Pally Rifle is a no-no, but in this situation, much more doable. Now, once that Shredder works, we'll probably see 2 more Bestiaries, maybe even 3 more Bestiaries go up. Crystal Ball reveals the 3rd. Also paints a picture of where Chaemiko's been and hasn't been, which is important to do.
A player's forces are
Next 3
under attack.
Griffins are on the way out. The good old 9 Griffin timing could be what we're seeing. If some of these footmen go down, just get 9 Griffins and push with a Paladin level 3. And Starbuck could lose here, guys. He really could. I'm a little bit worried, man, for our big favorite in the tournament.
A town is under siege.
It might be Chaemiko having to face the Warden of Sonic in the Grand Finals.
A player's forces are under attack.
Torn Chieftain. Low, but has a Potion of Invulnerability. A lot of footmen are a null supply. This could be the one fight that Starbuck is favored in, but more Griffins reinforce. I don't think it's getting any better for Starbuck, though, unless he should take the fight right now. He's got double heal scroll, but he's a little bit timid. Orb on the TC as well. Hero levels look fantastic for Starbuck. Walker focused down immediately. Stomp lands on pretty much everything that it can. That's a nice micro so far by Starbuck. Paladin is level 3. Chain Lightning. TC doesn't get the potion off just like in game number 1. Or was that game number 2? I don't remember anymore. TP out for Starbuck. Oh, that's a lot of losses. The power of the Griffins, man. There comes a point when there's just not much you can do against Griffins. Oh, and the Raider left behind, the Berserker left behind. There just comes a point, like, I just don't know what army you're supposed to build, necessarily. Like, now he's about to have level 2 Devotion Aura and 2 armor upgrades. You can't build Bats anymore. This is why, yeah, Blade 3rd is played a lot more with Orb. But you pretty much are stuck with just playing Berserkers against Mass Griffins, which is doable. But yeah, he could have gone for Bats earlier. Like, the first couple fights going for Bats is strong. But he only has 1 Bestiary still. He's got to fight with what he's got. And it's not that much. Look at the splash damage. One Griffin nearly goes down. Nice kill there. TC starting to purge some things. Positioning getting better for Starbuck. Nori OW3, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh, nice purge again in the back line. Trying to micro the Berserkers. Falcon level 5 as well. Chaemiko, I think, has done it, you guys. I think he's in the Grand Finals. Almost won the first game as well. Chaemiko playing pretty good today. Although he did not know the actual Pally rifle build order, but a win's a win in my book, and this is going to be 2-1 for Chaemiko. Well done to him. He's going to be facing Sonic. Let's try to Starbuck. I respect the orc play. Always good to see, but today is Chaemiko's day, and Starbuck will be eliminated.